Good morning, Pisces. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep. I hope you woke up today feeling happy, safe, and peaceful. Thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, subscribed, and gave donations. Happy Sunday. All right, let's pull one of these. This is by Red Fairy. We also got the Queen of Swords, and that is also by Red Fairy. Excuse me. Excusez-moi, mi short. Oh my God. Excusez-moi, mi short. There could be something about French or something French here. I don't know. That's what I heard. But anyway, Spirit, angels, ancestors, and higher beings, please help me with this message today for my beautiful Pisces people, my Pisceanos. What messages do we have for Pisces? We got negative energy. Let me start here though, because I was staring at the Queen of Swords and she was giving me a whole vibe. She's always on guard. Like she's always gotta be on guard, you know? It's like I feel like she's got kind of like a stick up her ass a little, Pisces. Don't take it personal. It's just energy. Like I'm trying to describe energy. Three of Wands is always being in your highest form, in your highest self, you know, and this gives me the energy of a person that is on guard, like doesn't really trust a person or their surroundings, and you always hear everything and you interpret it, and you know, just a little bit too much on guard, Pisces. You're accomplishing a lot because to get these two cards means that you are sharp, you are quick-witted, you are on it, you know. But I also kind of just feel a little bad, you know, like you do have your hair down here, but like let your hair down. Like why can't you be yourself, you know, type of feeling. But I don't know, that's what I'm getting. I got negative energy here. The stink. Somebody's like stinks and reeks of negativity. It's like they can't even hide it. It's like when they walk in a room, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like this reminds me of Pigpen from Charlie Brown, right? Pigpen, you know, and Pigpen had the little dust particles. So this person could be a little dirty in some ways. I don't know, Pisces. But yeah, I'm feeling like somebody reeks. Like there's this, and now I kind of understand why you're always like on point, on guard, you know. What did you mean by that? What is happening? What, you know, it's kind of sad, Pisces, in a way. But let's go deeper and see what else. Spirit, tell me more. The Star. Knight of Swords. I told you I'm feeling like a very on guard energy, and the Strength. Let's stop right there. Let's start with the miracle blessings, the Star, healing. It feels like you've been blessed in some way. You've gotten some form of a miracle blessing. But why you don't feel like that, Pisces? You know what I mean? Like you... maybe you're very protective of your blessings and your miracles or whatever this is. You could be very protective. You're on guard. You know, you're defending yourself. There's something that you are protecting, I guess, right? Like, I'm going to have to go deeper, Pisces. Give me a moment, okay? Knight of Swords. This is the on guard. One-tracked mind, one direction, like a fight, like it is a form of protection. It's a form of, this is my everything, this is my life, you know, and strong protection, like for this miracle, whatever this is, Pisces, strong, like you're just very focused on it. But I gotta say, like, why? Like, I see the negative energy, and maybe I just need clarifiers at this time, but that's what I'll do. Let me get some clarifiers. Hold on. Queen of Pentacles. Spirit, tell me more. Page of Cups. Hierophant. Temperance. Okay, hold on. I'm going to figure this out because I know you guys. I know you guys are very like happy, lighthearted, grateful people, right? And maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're so grateful for this thing that you're going to protect it. You're going to, anything that tries to come near it, you're going to answer, you know? Like, I don't know. I just wish you could just live in this, like, wow, what a blessing and what a miracle, instead of having to, you know, be so on guard and ready for anything. Queen of Pentacles has to do with time, energy, and money. There's someone that wants to come into your life, Pisces, and you're like looking at them at that door like, nope. Like, you reek of negativity. You have this bad luck. There's something going on inside of this person that makes you... See, this is the thing with you. Okay, I think I'm getting it. You know about poltergeist. You know about somebody that has a lot of negative attachments on them and what happens, right? Like, and let's just review real quick for my young ones that probably don't know. So a person on the surface can look very wonderful, right? But if they have ill feelings, ill will, bad intentions towards you, and they don't express these things, a lot of times what winds up happening is that they create negativity. They create, you know, supernatural events. Poltergeist, I don't know if you ever heard it, like the movie, right? That's the best way to describe it, like the movie. You know, there's something going on within a person that if it comes near you, it can create... You're a very spiritual person, Pisces. First and foremost, you believe in these things. You don't just see things on the surface. You understand the energetic disruptions that happen, you know, and how people could create entities or pass entities around just by their ill intentions. That's how they're created, just so you know. You know, like the spirit of jealousy, the spirit of envy, the spirit of greed. It just gets, and it just manifests, you know. And then you might notice like things in your home, like doors opening, or just weird things that happen, or like accidents, you know, like whatever, Pisces. And so you're very heavily protected, like with energy, and you're like, yeah, I have this miracle blessing. It feels like a once in a lifetime type of thing. It feels like, you know, something that God gave you. And that's why I feel you so protective. Like, you're not going to mess this up for me. And that's what I'm feeling. Like, so there's something or someone here that you're like, you're not messing this up for me. You and your poltergeist and your entities and, you know, are not going to mess this up for me. No weapon formed against you shall ever prosper, Pisces. And I know you know these things. And that's why I feel you on alert. You're on high alert. You may be saging your house a lot. You may be cleansing yourself. You may be praying a lot. Prayer goes a long way. Try the rosaries, Pisces. Rosaries are my thing. That always gets rid of things. It always clears things up for me. But yeah, I can understand now a little bit why you're on guard, right? Look at that, on guard. Knight of Swords there. The Star and the Page of Cups. Whatever this blessing, miracle blessing, event or person or whatever this is in your life, you're a little bonkers for, Pisces. And I got to be honest with you. I have to be honest with you. So Page of Cups is my insane card. Like, this thing is something that you love, person that you love, a thing that you love. And, it may seem crazy to other people, but to a person that really appreciates and is very grateful for things, you are very protective of those blessings. Like, you look at it as a gift from God. There's something here that you look at like a gift from God. And so you're insanely protective of it. That was God's way of communicating with you. I don't know if that made any sense. Let's throw one more. Let's see. Nine of Pentacles. My single card. My blessings. Communications with the universe. I think this is, whatever this blessing is, has made you feel confident, has made you self-sufficient, has made you healthier in some ways. It gave you some form of a glow up. I can completely see why you're very defensive and very on guard and very protective of, this could just be you, Pisces, like the miracle of you. You're very protective of yourself and your space and your energy. Some of you may not have been so, this is like the best you've ever been, or the best I've ever seen you. That's the feeling here. All right, let's get this Knight of Swords and the Hierophant. This is my God card. This is my divine union, meaning marriage, meaning a relationship. Like, when Pisces wants something, they go hard. They go hard, Pisces. Look at that. You're in defense of something that is divine for you, something that is given to you by God. And I did feel that. Like, this could be a relationship. This could be a job. A lot of times, Hierophant could be an institution, something that you believe in, your belief systems, right? Like, it could be your belief systems. This is my issue that I'm having, because I feel bad for you. Like, why do you have to be in such defense of something positive that happened in your life? Why is there this, fight for protection and, like, who is this person or people, and why don't they just be happy for you? Why can't they leave you alone? Why can't they just be happy for you? And maybe they come off as they do, Pisces, but they don't understand that there is internal things that are going on inside of them, and maybe they don't even know how negative they really are and what they're really doing in your life. You're just that sensitive energetically. You feel things on a different level, and you understand things like how negativity comes in and creates things and makes things not as clean, energetically clean. Like, you're constantly trying to clean your energies. I feel that. There has been like this development, I guess, in you, where I don't know, I see you kind of like hammering away at like things that are not good for you internally and externally too. Like, you're just like ridding them. Like, I see you like like getting rid of it. It's like flies, right? Like, you're just swatting flies. Like, no, get out of my airspace. Like that type of energy. You worked hard for this stability. Oh my goodness, I forgot. So, and I'm just remembering right now with the worked hard for this, this miracle blessing, stability, whatever. So I've been MIA a little bit. I've had a lot of communication with God, and, God has been saying, and a lot of times he wants me to pass things on, and I see it here. So how hardworking you guys have been. Like, he's acknowledging that you have worked so hard, not 9 to 5 sense, like you go to work and you come, you work. No. And then you come home and you work. No, not that. Internally. Like, how much you really want to be close to source, clean energy, clean air, and how much you've actually worked, how hard you've worked to become a better person, to rid yourself of anything inside of you, outside of you that is harming you. To surrendering, right? To becoming clean. That's the best way I can describe that. I hope it makes sense. And I am seeing it here, Pisces. Strength and temperance. This is the ultimate. I know who I am. I'm going to defend what I have. See the jungle, right? The lion. The lion is the king of the jungle. With an angel too, it's like anything that comes into that jungle is going to find out who's in charge. And so it's like not even this person with the stink of negativity around them can come into your realm without finding out who you are, if that makes sense. So, like I said, I just wish somebody could just stay out, or this negativity could just stay out. But unfortunately, and then also you can just celebrate, like why can't you just like sit there with God and say, instead of being in the defensive energy, like why can't you just sit there and just like feel blessed, right? No. Now you got to fight to maintain. What advice do we have for Pisces? Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. You've been having a lot of creative ideas recently, but you've been slowly kind of pushing them out. Or maybe you haven't seen the fruits of your labor yet, but I feel the advice saying like you are very creative at this time. There's a lot that's coming to you. Maybe it's because you've been cleaning the air, cleaning your energies, cleaning house, so to say, right? And now you're able to feel creative, like more ideas coming to you. Knight of Pentacles doesn't mean it's not coming. It just means it's slowly coming. Maybe focus on one. You may have a lot of hands in different baskets, and maybe there's time to really put your all into one. It could mean that as well. Or maybe you're just that good that you can have several different ones going on at the same time. And all of a sudden, one day, it pops. They all pop at the same time, Pisces. That could be that as well. So, be mindful of the different stuff that you have going on. I always say it takes one hand from God and everything changes. Like you may be waiting on money for this and money for that and you're just waiting. There's no money. But next thing you know, you go bang, 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 and they all come at the same time, like an overflow. So anything is possible, especially when you start off with that miracle, Pisces. All right, let's do career and money. You know what? Let's do it this one. Spirit, tell me more. Entrepreneur. Ideas. You see those light bulbs? Ideas and ideas and ideas. You're getting creative ideas. Follow up in toxic work environment. Okay, hold on. Let me stop. Hold on. I get too excited, especially when I see confirmation. That is exactly what I was just saying. Do you see all the light bulbs? Like, this must be funny. Oh, I know how to do this. You're in your creative. Don't let these go to waste. These ideas, write them down. I know you're over here fighting toxicity, but at the same time, I see why. It's because you need space. You need space. You're about to create things. You don't need somebody in their bad juju and their bad negativity and their bad intentions, right? And I'm telling you, because I feel it, and you know this, and this is your confirmation. When you have people around you that don't have the best intentions for you, that don't see you for who you are, like look at this toxic work environment. It doesn't just mean at work. Like they gossip, they talk, they create drama. You can hear these things. You have your back turned, but you know. They come to you like, hello, Clarice. Why did I say that? Hello, Clarice. What was that? Hannibal Lecter. Oh, who was Hannibal Lecter? He was a cannibal, but that has nothing to do with anything, because I don't think that's a thing. But I don't know. It's a thing, but some of you may be eating a lot of meat. I'm sorry. Maybe trying to eat more, something to do with protein and meat, but whatever, focus. It's not just that. Let's see that. I guess it's the point of that someone can look so educated and so put together, but really they're a psychopath or a sociopath behind the scenes. It could mean that as well. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, you see that fog, you can see it. Where a lot of people don't, oh, you have a pretty dress on. Oh, I love your hair. And it's like, no, there's a pig pen cloud of dirt smoke around this person. That's their intentions. That's their aura, Pisces. And you can feel that. You're in the room with them and you're like, oh. They're talking about your miracle blessings. They're talking about your wins. It's sad because it's like, you got to keep this to yourself. And that's what I'm kind of feeling. Like, why can't you just be like, I know you guys and I know your past and I know a lot of you have suffered a lot and you definitely deserve for God to shine a light on you at times, you know, and it's like you can't, because there they go. Can't celebrate your wins, Pisces. And that's okay. Like, I don't see you here like, you know, oh damn, I can't celebrate my wins. I see you more like, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna do me. I see a person that's very humble here. You're smiling at your stuff. There's stuff that you're creating and doing that's making you laugh. You're enjoying this process, and that is really good, Pisces. You don't need to be in that room. So I was saying something about follow up, you know, with like take maybe one, but I don't know, just suggestion that maybe you guys are that good. Like I said, I did look at all them things, and maybe you can just keep banging them out, keep doing things, keep making it grow, keep making it happen. So that's on you, Pisces. Like, just whatever you follow up, I feel like is positive. That's what Spirit is saying. So just keep at it. You never know. One hand from God, boom, everything blows up. Maybe even all at the same time. What is this? Receipts. Like keeping receipts. There's something here about you recognizing or having proof about a situation. Don't forget it. Sometimes you want to forget and let go because you're very in the flow. Look, creators are very in the flow in the moment. You know, people may have done you dirty or whatever, may talked about you, and then next thing you know, you're just like in the flow and having good, you know, vibe, you know, but somewhere please keep notes of the situation, Pisces, because I think this person thinks because you're a creative soul and because you're a happy person, naturally happy person, that they can make you forget about a situation. But that's not for everyone. This could just mean make sure you keep receipts for anything that you do in business or any type of like ideas that you have, write them down. That could mean that as well. All right, let's close this off with the Oshos. There's a paper trail. There's something that you may have seen online. It's like a paper trail. You should follow up on it. It may mean something more than what you thought it was. You may have seen something online. You got an idea about it, and then there's like a paper trail, and you should follow up with it. That's what Spirit is saying. It could be somebody that's stalking you. It could be somebody or something that was said or some type of knowledge that you need. Keep researching is the feeling. You need more researching on this topic or this situation. Spirit, tell me more. Fighting. The rebel. And the courage. We also got guidance here at the bottom. Yeah, I felt it. I felt you're on guard, you know, your armor. Look, you got 2 suits of armor. It's almost the same ones. You see that, Pisces? I know what I feel with you people. Very protected. That's what it means first and foremost, especially with that God energy there. I feel like someone is not as scary as they may try to appear to be. I feel like this person will back down for fear of what could happen to them. See, that's why people whisper. That's why people won't say it to your face. You feel it anyway, but they won't do it to your face. And I think, Pisces, that you're going to scare somebody who acts very tough. A false emperor, like a false rebel, a person that acts like they're about that life, but they're not about that life. You know what that means to my non-ghetto people? Confrontation. Some people do not, you see, the reason why someone talks behind your back is because they're not good with confrontation. They know they will lose when it's face to face. So I'm not saying you're coming out swinging, but you know, you do speak a lot of truth and a lot of you make a lot of sense, right? So I just feel like where somebody is not about that life, like they talk a lot behind your back, but when it comes to you in your face, they kind of scurry away because they're not about that. They don't have the strength or the courage to say that thing that is very difficult to break free. You know, you would almost appreciate it too. You would appreciate it. You know why you would appreciate it? They just said it. Just say it. Just say it. Why you would appreciate it? Because then you could be like, and I got the 1-2 for that one. I got the receipts for that one. And I think this is what this person's afraid of. This person is afraid that if they talk to you, they're wrong. And they were wrong about the situation. And that's why they don't want to have a face-to-face with you. Because they'll lose. And so this little bubble where they feel happy and vindicated in, it will go away. So you may encounter something like that, or you have already encountered where they don't want to have a face-to-face, or they don't want to say it to your face, and they kind of like dance around it. They don't have the guts. They're scared. They're wrong, Pisces. Actually, they may know they're wrong. It's easier to live in a bubble. I don't know. All right, Pisces, I hope you liked the reading. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.